KMR. Welcome back to the channel. We've got some Brap right here, and we're going to talk about it. So I know I normally talk about builds once they're done. This is a little bit of a departure. I had this motor going together. I figured I'd hit pause, talk a little bit about it because it is unique and it's an opportunity to see the inside. This is based off a used Turbo 2 block, so FC3S, early generation. It's a 1986 to 88 block, but they're still fantastic blocks, and as long as you're not going super excessive on boost levels, they're reliable, they're strong, they're decent. We ended up upgrading the rotors, so these are 93 FD3S rotors, and we did side cut and lighten them, giving it some extra clearance, a little bit lighter, and slightly higher compression in the series of low compression rotors. It's also an FD3S shaft. They do have a little bit better bearing clearances when you look at the ends of the shafts. That's going to help with RPM, overall reliability, and just functionality of the motor. Fresh bearings all the way throughout. All fresh seals, parts, rotor kit, everything is OEM from Mazda Tricks except for our apex seals. Again, we're opting for an aftermarket seal. This is a Bridge Port motor. It is going to see some two-steps, hard revving, hard driving, even though it's not going to be an excessively high boost level. That's why we can get away without studding it and it still being a early generation block. But it can still make plenty of power and have a lot of fun and sound great. We've opened up the exhaust. You can see we've got our little bridges going on with the eyebrows. Does not cut the water seal, so still staying reliable for your basic performance application, not necessarily a hardcore race motor. So still full OEM water seals. And, we have upgraded to FD3S rotor housings. We really like the availability, spark plug timing, and exhaust timing. Even though it is ported, it's just a nice big port to start with. So this is a really nice blend of parts, and this is a great way to update one of your early generation turbo motors, still maintaining a lot of OEM parts and functionality, but updating the rotating assembly to a later model FD3S. Like I said, gives a lot of good options, and then upgrading to an aftermarket apex seal can protect against larger harm from detonation. You don't want to have a seal that can shatter, especially if you know you're going single turbo, you know you're going standalone computer, you know there's the potential for high boost, high pressure, potential detonation. Protect your investment. Don't run something that's going to shatter if you know there's that kind of modification going on. So E&J 2-piece 2mm in this particular build, maintaining stock OEM apex seal grooves. I'm not a big fan of wider. I keep it usually 2mm unless there's a reason to do that upgrade. Stock oiling system, had somebody ask about that. I generally keep oiling systems in their stock form unless it's excessively extreme or the car or creation has the need for external oiling. There's really nothing wrong with the OEM oiling system unless you're breaking motors or doing something weird. So I think that's a Brap. This is a nice and smooth, reliable build. New rotor housings, used side plates, used stationary gears, used rotors, but everything's been cleaned up, specs checked, and some things like your rotors, you can see we've even enhanced them for better performance and better reliability. All right, I think that's a Brap. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Let us know what you want to see. KMR.